The new stage is called the FedEx Crossroads stage. It is a somewhat larger version of what used to be the FedEx Workshop stage. We have moved it over near the seawall between the sponsor pavilion and the Hawthorne Bridge, so it's in a heavy traffic area. The workshop stage was nice because it was sort of sequestered and off, tucked away, but people couldn't always find it, and once it filled up, it was filled up. You couldn't get in to see anything. Once there were a couple hundred people in there, you were out of luck. This new stage will be more the audience size will be more expansive. And
will there be seating like
yeah, there will be some bleacher seating there. There'll be more seating actually than there was at the workshop stage. That's my understanding. And we decided not to call it the workshop stage because even though we have always done workshops on that stage, a lot of what we did on that stage weren't really workshops. They were really performances. And we're calling it the Crossroads stage because, for a couple of reasons, it's right in the middle of the traffic patterns of the festival. I mean, it is at the kind of the crossroads of the traffic flows from the front porch stage to the main part of the ball. It also is a reference to Mississippi. And
there won't be any deals with the devil made there, right?
Well, I don't know about that. I'll probably try to strike up at least one law down there this year. We have a guy helping to run it this year who, Stan Street, who is a harmonica player and graphic artist from Clarksdale, Mississippi.
Wow.
He's coming up. He's been coming up the last couple of years. And he's going to be helping run the stage with Ray Varner, who is a longtime blues aficionado and historian and former DJ, man about town. The other reason we're calling it the Crossroads stage is because it also references all of the artwork that Gary Houston has done for the festival over the years. He's leaned heavily on that Robert Johnson Crossroads myth.
Maybe it's a myth.
Maybe it's a myth. I went there last time I was down in Mississippi.
Yeah.
There are four or six different versions of Crossroads depending on which interpretation, historic analysis you read. Anyway.
So who are some of your favorite performers at the stage this year?
Well, we've actually got some kind of cool Mississippi guys. We've got Bobby Rush, the Chitlin Circuit soul guy, but he'll be doing kind of a stripped-down solo acoustic set. And
really?
Yeah. I mean, he put out a whole album of that, just him playing guitar and playing harmonica with him by himself. So that'll be really cool.
Yes.
And he's the guy.
And that's without the entourage?
That's without the entourage.
Jeez.
He may have a bass player with him or something. Cedric Burnside will be doing a workshop presentation performance, something like that. Betty Levette is going to be interviewed there, the soul singer.
Yes.
There's this young guitarist he lives in St. Louis, but his family's all from Mississippi. He moved to St. Louis when he was a kid. He's a young Afro-American blues guitar player. So one of the sort of few young black Afro-American blues guys. He's good. He's really good. He's got a couple albums out. I think he's about 20 years old. His name's Marquise Knox.
And what about that banjo workshop?
Banjo. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I mean, boy, now that I think about it, we've got a lot of cool stuff happening on the stage this year.
Tell me about it.
A lot of cool stuff. Otis Taylor has made it, among other things, one of his missions to reclaim the banjo from Appalachia and bluegrass and bring the African tradition back to it. And he is going to be joined in a main stage performance and also a workshop by this guy named Don Vappy, who is a banjo player from New Orleans, he is the banjo player in New Orleans. He may be the banjo player in the world for sort of traditional jazz stuff. He's brilliant. He's a really interesting guy. He's very active in this sort of whole documentation and resurrection of Creole culture in Louisiana. He's on a lot of boards, and but he's first and foremost just a phenomenal player.
Have you ever played the banjo?
Oh, I have dinked around on it a little bit. It's tuned completely differently. You know, I can get my right hand going to do it because I have that kind of technique, but I can never figure out the left. You know, that you can cheat. You can tune it like a guitar. Some people do that just to get the sound. But that's not being banjo.
Who are you looking forward to playing with this year?
Well, let's see. I'm playing with King Louie and Baby James.
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to this Etta James tribute, which is going to have all the great female singers in Portland in one place.
It was an incredible show at the Alberta Rose.
It was really incredible. We've got a few extra people involved.
Yeah.
My old high school buddy that I played in a band with in high school, Jimmy Pugh, his first really big gig was playing in Etta James's band. Not his first really big gig. His first really big gig in the blues soul world was in that band. This is maybe 20 years ago. And he played with her for about 5 years. I got to go and hang out briefly with Etta after one show at the Monterey Jazz Festival, I think it was. And that would have been my dream gig, is to play in Etta's band. I mean, that would have been the perfect gig for a guitar player like me. To just totally support that amazing voice, you know. So I never got the call. So this is the next best thing.
Yeah.
It's such an amazing songbook. I love all of that material. It's just really cool, and it's been a real. It's been a challenge, but it's been really just a great experience to work out all that stuff of hers. And we've, you know, a lot of people cover Etta James tunes, but they kind of modernize them and they kind of do it their own way. We've actually kind of gone deep into the old early chess recordings and really kind of tried to cop that original vibe and the kind of the simplified groove and bass lines, and kind of really keep that early 60s thumbprint on it all, you know. It's really great stuff.
Yeah. Well,
and the singers are great. All of them. They each bring something different to it. Duffy Bishop, Linda Hornbuckle, Lady Cat, LaRonda.
We're forgetting people. Amy Keys.
Amy Keys is. You know, I didn't know anything about her, but she is great on the tune. You know, this one. It's a really early cut of Etta's, and she just hits it out of the park. It's just really great. So anyway, it's really fun. It's kind of, I think it really brought a dynamic out of each of those vocalists that that the audience won't have seen anywhere else. So that'll be really fun.
Well, we're looking forward to all of it.
Yeah.